traders, it's 43 minutes past 10 a.m. here in Brisbane on Monday, the 10th of June. And I'm looking for a couple of fights with the FTSE and the French index. And I want to start here with the FTSE and let's take a look on the higher time frame. So looking here on the monthly chart, we can see we had a strong push here into a higher high and an all-time high, and currently we're in the process of pulling back. Looking at the weekly, we can see that there's a level here that we broke through and currently pulling back. So this level, this pink line, was also the previous swing high before we embarked on this very long sideways time and then broke higher. So I like this area for a potential area for the market to pull back into. It's also in and around that round number of 8,000. So if we drill down into the daily, we can see on the daily that we're drifting lower over here. We actually bounced off this level as well, but couldn't go any higher, and now we're rolling over. So what I'm looking for is a pullback into this pink line, and it could go even lower. It could go into this high or potentially this high, but this is the area between this pink line and that purple line that I'm looking for the pullback to be, but I don't want it to be all that low. I want it to be before that spike and that push that got us into this all-time high. So my offense line is sitting in and around that 8,000 round number, and with my points win, it all depends on how we pull back. So if we have a quick pullback into here, then this area is going to be too close. But if we have a pullback into this area down by this spike, then this would be a nice place for a point win. So it still depends on how we pull back. But the area of the knockout is going to be just below this consolidation around the 83.80 area. So from the FTSE, what I'm looking for is a pullback, and I'm looking for another push by the buyers. So that's my plan for the FTSE, that's my plan for this fight. But on the French index, so let's take a look here. What I'm looking for is really for that break. So if we'll take a look here on the weekly, we can see that what we had here, we had a strong push to a higher high. We pull back and we try to go higher. And if I'll get precise, then what we can see here, the high on this candle, on this high was 63.3, and this high were slightly lower, so 60.1 and 57.1. So from this area, we actually couldn't go any higher. We printed a lower high and we're coming back into that level. So I marked that level in red, and it's also around the round number of 7,900. So if we drill down, let's have a look here on the daily chart. We can see the activity around that area. We had some consolidation and we popped higher, made another higher high, came back, we pinged that level, tried to go higher, came down into that level and pushed to that high, but couldn't go any higher than this previous high and came fast into that area. So currently we're consolidating above this area, but the candles are still big and there's still some rejections of the low. So I'd like to see some more compressions of price above that level. But if I get that, then I'll be looking for a break of this level, and I'll be looking for two moves here for my point win to be in and around that 7,800. So once again, round number and these previous touches. And for my knockout to be around this green line, so above these touches over here, and also around number of the 7,700. So to summarize, on the France index, on the PXI, what I'm looking for is consolidation above this level of 7,900. I'm looking for a break, and I'm looking for my point win to be in and around the 7,800 and my knockout around the 7,700. Quick look here on the monthly, and we can see that the monthly is still in an uptrend, but we're also overextended. So there is still room for a pullback in the context of the monthly. Happy knockouts, everyone! Bye for now!